Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the local stories for the day. More than 500 job vacancies in various private sector institutions in the Sultanate of Oman have been announced. The Ministry of Labour announces the availability of 540 job opportunities in various private sector institutions distributed between 150 jobs for holders of university qualifications and higher, 96 jobs for those holding a post-secondary diploma, and 294 jobs for those holding a general education diploma, Oman News Agency said in a statement. Oman Airports has released an updated set of guidelines taking into account travel restrictions related to COVID-19. If you're preparing to travel to Oman, here are the steps that will guide you in your journey. All travelers 18 years old and above should have taken 2 doses of vaccine in order to enter the Sultanate of Oman from all ports. If you're fully vaccinated with a negative test result taken pre-arrival, here are the steps to follow. Register through travel.moh.gov.om. Upload the vaccine certificate with a QR code through travel.moh.gov.om. A negative result of COVID-19 PCR test or a reservation for COVID-19 PCR test upon arrival to the Sultanate of Oman is required. Present the travel request from travel registration form upon arrival. If you are not vaccinated and this is for Omani nationals only, here are the steps to follow. Register through travel.moh.gov.om in order to get TRF code. Upload a pre-arrival negative PCR test result with QR code through travel.moh.gov.om. Reserve another PCR test upon arrival to the Sultanate of Oman. Take a PCR test upon arrival at the airport. Home quarantine for 7 days. Take another PCR test on the 8th day. If tested positive, residents must quarantine for an additional 10 days. Omani citizens, residents with valid residency permits, and travelers with valid visas are allowed to enter the Sultanate without prior approval. Air crews are subject to the precautionary measures for COVID-19 issued by the Ministry of Health. Citizens of the Sultanate of Oman and the UAE should do the following. Upload a COVID-19 vaccination certificate as approved in the Sultanate of Oman on travel.moh.gov.om. Upload a negative result of the COVID-19 PCR test conducted within 14 days prior to the scheduled time of arrival in the Sultanate of Oman onto the same website. Present the registration certificate on travel.moh.gov.om when traveling between the two countries. And now for the international stories. At least 11 people were killed and 18 injured when a bus fell into a ravine from the highway between the towns of Came and Quilacolo in the Bolivian department of Cochabamba, police reported on Saturday. Renzo Mercado, departmental director of the Cochabamba Traffic Police, said that the death toll could rise as some people were very seriously injured. According to Mercado, the bus from the transportation company 16 de Julio fell about 400 meters. The causes of the incident, which occurred early on Saturday, are still being investigated. Kami is a mining center located in the Andean province of Ayopaya in the northwest of the Cochabamba department. And now for the sports stories. 2 players of the Sultanate of Oman's national football team will miss the next match against Australia in the Asian qualifiers round for the World Cup finals after testing positive for COVID-19. The Oman Football Association in a statement said the following. The PCR tests that were conducted for the mission of our first national team upon its arrival in the Sultanate of Oman showed that Jamil Ali Hamadi and Abdul Salam Amir, who were recently added to the national team list, were infected, in addition to a number of members of the administrative and medical team. Therefore, in order to preserve the safety of the team and in accordance with the binding procedures established by the International and Asian Football Associations and the procedures in force within the Sultanate of Oman, the concerned people have been subjected to quarantine, which will prevent them from being on the list of the next match in the Asian qualifiers for the Finals World Cup 2022, OFA added.
You've just heard the live feed from the DTV studios on DFM 95.4. Let's talk.